What is going on, guys? It's Gospel Gamer here. We are back on Danganronpa, trigger Happy Havoc, and for some reason Kyoko's in my room, standing over me when I sleep. It's so late. What happened? I have a favor I need to ask. What's your favor? Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note? I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan to do that? Then Kyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered, I want to fuck you. I want to put my penis in your butt and fuck you, Makoto. I mean, the data center on the 4th floor. What?
Goodbye.
I'll meet you there. I'm guessing it's fully voiced, but I can't hear it. Without another word, she was gone. What the? Her words reverberated through my half-dazed head. The data center? But I thought it was locked. Okay. Let's leave the area. I made my way to the... Oh my god, words. I made my way into the after-hours school and headed for the data center on the 4th floor. Eventually I wound up at the data center, but when I arrived, Kyoko was not here. That's weird. She said she'd meet me. Is she maybe inside already? I put my hand to the door and with a certain amount of force, it didn't open. I tried again, but it must be locked. What was it Kyoko said? The data center on the 4th floor?
What's this?
Oh, what are you doing up, mister? Breaking into a locked room is incredibly prohibited, don't you know? Oh, well, I just... You're trying to tell me you didn't actually burst in yet, right? But I can see that you don't. Don't waste my time telling me crap I can see for myself. It looked like it might break in any second, so I just thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Buh. Oh, are you going to tell me something? You're sleepwalking or something? No, nothing like that. It's 3 o'clock in the morning for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know. Stop being weird and go out to bed. What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Why aren't you making a racket? Kyoko?
You two? You guys?
Whatever, you two, you just get back to bed. I'm positively exhausted from the class trial.
It's true.
Sure, you got it. Come, Makoto, let's head back. What?
Hey,
Didn't you hear me? We're leaving. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
shall we go?
Don't worry about it. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, go on, get out of here. Shoo. So we left and went back to our rooms. And then...
Goodbye.
Hold on. Listen, what was all that about just now? She woke me up and made me go to the data center, which just so happened to be locked, and then she shows up late and we leave without checking a single thing. What's the point of all that? Don't worry about it. I figured that would be the end of our conversation, as I always, but...
Goodbye.
Well then, good night. Sure. And then that was over. There's a turn to leave.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Kyoko is right next to me once again, whispering into my ear.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair.
What?
Watch out for her.
The ultimate despair? So we're back at 7 students? Okay, that's certainly interesting. Okay. That's certainly odd.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Certainly an odd name.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko told me to watch out for her, Mukuro Ikusaba. That was 3 days before the next incident, 3 days before we'd be faced with another murder. 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal itself. The fuck? Interesting. In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial, the morning in the dining hall. So let's begin the usual post-trial investigation. Hey, didn't make small talk or anything. We just never get straight to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Jeez, how high of that horse of yours?
Well,
It's excellent to hide his own securities. That's what I like to think anyway. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is as bloated as a cow's udder. And no matter what it takes, I will rid this world of them. Hey, Toga, you've been pretty quiet. Man, you're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. I'm gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom.
What's your deal?
She didn't step back at you. Her talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission. What? But she can't open her mouth, she can't eat. Don't drink water. I don't care. Are you okay with that, Toko? Jeez, how low is that rock you're hiding under? I believe this is small talk Byakuya warned us against.
come on.
And yet, I let myself get involved. But it is now finished. I will never allow you to drag me down to your level again.
Let's go.
And we're going to begin our search. Stop running your mouths and start moving your legs. Pressured by and obviously irritated by Kuya, we all started our exploration. Okay. As always, we need to check another floor. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Boopity boop boop doo. Boopity boop boop doo doo. Boopity boop boop doo. Traveling around the whole school. Doo doo. It's this way, isn't it? Here, then right. Like, this is the worst school. Like, imagine if you had school, like, right on the top floor. You have to go all the way through everything. Wait a second. Okay. For some reason I thought this is where the principal's office was. So here I am on the 5th floor of Hope's Peak Academy. The 5th floor has been opened up to us. And it's totally different from all the floors we've seen up till now. For some reason it feels unpleasant. What we got then? What we got? What the fuck is this? Okay. It's like a dojo. What Kyoko told me yesterday. What the heck did it mean?
Yukiro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Is she the mastermind? Kyoko? I'm not going to say anything. Huh? I can't say anything. Kyoko narrowed her eyes. Her gaze started up to the surveillance camera.
Hey,
You understand why, right? She was trying to tell me that whatever it was important, and the mastermind couldn't find out. But how did Kyoko get her hands on the information that could be that important?
so then,
We're finished here. She made it very clear that our conversation had come to an end. And just like usual, I don't understand anything better than before. What are we on here then? Okay. There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. The wooden lockers and keys remind me of a super old school public bathhouse. Even though this room is totally enclosed, there's a cherry blossom tree planted right here and it's in full bloom.
hey,
It's quite elegant. This is what you consider elegant?
indeed.
I lived overseas for a long time, so this kind of Japanese style scenery is refreshing. But considering our situation, is it kind of out of place? Okay. So, what else we got? The fuck is this? The hell? The fuck? Oh, okay. At first I thought blue skies were turning out just painted walls and ceiling. But the plants are all real and I've been wild since I smell vegetation. It helps me relax. That's not what you're thinking, is it? Huh? Huh? Why is that bad? Don't you get it? Don't you realise the true horror of plant life? It's there, just beneath the surface, beneath their calm exterior. They're always watching and waiting. And when they decide they can't leave us in charge of Earth anymore, they'll put up their plan for global domination and extinction into plan. I'm serious. Okay. Sure thing, mate. What we got? What are we working with? What's this? Just be sure to take a look inside that tool shed. This place seems totally disorganized, from a lawnmower to fertilizer, flower pots to farm tools. Anything against the back wall. Is that a pickaxe? Huh? There's something carved into the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy diamonds. I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. Can you examine anything else in here? So many flower pots, bigger ones, little ones, any size you might need. Maybe I'll grow some flowers to put in the room. There's a lawnmower here, and with this, who's actually going to take care of the lawn? There are different kinds of gardening tools here. Or they're trying to get us to become self-sufficient. Okay. What's this thing? Well, what is this? This thing is some super weird. They're super weird, super crazy. Flowers aren't just supposed to get this big. Is this thing real? What? That's a Monokuma flower. I came up with the name myself. Try touching you for some real excitement. Your hearts are like, whoa, the plants are like, snap, and your flesh is like, bleh, I'm dead. In other words, it's a monstrosity. It's pretty freaking amazing, if I do say so myself. Student host peak added improvement after improvement and created this miracle creature, the ultimate botanist. Although they don't go here anymore, they died during the tragedy. But by the way, despite how it looks, that flower is super practical. It can eat paper, plastic, even people, so it's totally good for the environment. Such an eco-friendly creation is vital for the future growth of a healthy society. Not that I know anything about that myself. Spouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma eventually disappeared. Whatever it is, I better keep my distance. Okay. What else we got? What else are we working with? What's this? Is this a chicken coop? What's a chicken coop doing here? This place even has chickens, huh? Just regular chickens, right? Like they don't eat people or lay bombs instead of eggs or something crazy like that. Seems safe. It's a chicken. Really live, right? There's no mistake. It's a chicken. It's a chicken. It's a chicken. Oh my god, literally that's it. Oh god, I keep clicking by accident. Yeah, I'm gonna step away from that chicken coop. Oh, you like chickens too, Makoto? Yeah, look, who's this? Yasuhiro. Oh, that's him, isn't it? Yeah, I love these little guys. They're seriously cute, right? And there's exactly 5 of them here. Exactly. 5, you know, the number that comes after 4 and before 6. At least in terms of natural numbers. Anyway, whenever the number 5 pops up, that's a good omen. It contains the mysteries of the cosmos. It's a number of power, a refreshing number, on par with hand-squeezed, all-natural lemonade. It never lets me get a word in edgewise. Okay, let's have a look at this. There's some kind of control panel set near the wall. Does this control the air conditioning or something? It's for the sprinklers! Sprinklers? Yeah, it controls the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off every morning at 7:30. Don't you dare change without permission. Of course, the setting panel is locked, so you can change it if you wanted to. So that means sprinklers go off at 7:30 AM every morning? Yep, you got it. It's super fast and user-friendly, which sucks. So if you get here too early, you'll get drenched, so watch yourself. You're not a little kid, right? You're too old to go running through sprinklers anyway. Or do you have some kind of water fetish? I'm gonna tell everyone, haha! Oh god, fucking weirdo. I think that's everything there is to see in here. Yeah, well, looks like that's everything to see. Cool. So, it's that. What else we got? Hi. 5C. Oh. Why's it got raw on the walls? It's locked. We came all this way just to be denied here. The sign on the hall says biolab. A biolab that we're forbidden from seeing into. Kinda sounds like something out of an old cheesy horror movie. I think we're on like the last floor really, aren't we? Like nothing else really, is there? What the fuck? What the hell is this? The grotesque horror of the room struck me hard and fast. What I saw was bad enough, but what I smelled was sour, pungent, impossibly rank. It smells awful, doesn't it? It must be at least vaguely familiar to you. After all, you've been around your fair share of corpses. Are you saying it's a smell of death, their flesh and fat and blood? There was no surprise in his voice, no shock, but he was right. I had experienced the smell once more than once before. It was a smell of death and despair. The smell there is strong, condensed, and it's the smell of a battlefield. Monokuma must have... What? My fault again? Stop trying to blame everything on me. If you hadn't done what you did, this never would have happened. No, it's quite the opposite. The opposite? Yep, let me give you an itty-bitty, squeezy little hint. As far as the room goes, I don't know a thing. I just left it exactly how I found it. What? How's that for a hint? Better than those stupid hints you get from NPCs in those real old RPGs. But it's pretty scary, huh? Blood all over the walls and junk? Of course, even if the outside world, people die bloody, gruesome deaths every day. So it's not really a big deal. Just keep your chin up and keep on living, soldier. What's he talking about? He just left it the way he found? What's the meaning of all this? Okay, so we got a chalk outline. There are wide chalk outlines drawn over the floor. How many bodies were there? It's this kind of thing on detective shows and stuff like that. You always see it at the scene of a murder. I wish I could say I don't believe it. What else we got? There's blood all over the place. I want to shut my eyes forever against such a ghastly sight. It appears all the bloodstains are dry, and the colour has changed as well. I think it's safe to assume these stains are considerably old. This is all real blood? Of course. I won't find it interesting otherwise. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened in this classroom? He seems like he's enjoying himself. No way I can keep up with someone like that. So... is that it? Let's leave. I guess it's even what there is to see up here for now, but once again, nothing I found seems to make any real sense. I need to head back to the dining hall and find out where the others turned up. One after another, everyone made their way to the dining hall, and before too long, it would appear everyone has returned. But still, it's just 6 of us. That's barely enough for a decent volleyball team. Hey, don't be sourpuss. We gotta think positive. Hey, besides, even if one more person dies, we can still field a basketball team. That's like reverse positive thinking. Anyway, there's no time being depressed. For the sake of everyone we've lost, and we have to do our best. Can we stop all this group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone discovered. I'll speak to you first then. By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor? Well, no, strange is a massive understatement. The smell of blood, flesh and fat. The white outlines of countless corpses. It was more dreadful than anything I've encountered here so far. What the hell are you talking about? The smell itself was horrific, far beyond any normal murder scene. Every body's smell concentrated. God, I'm glad I didn't see it. I feel like I'm gonna barf just hearing you describe it. But I mean, what the hell happened in that room?
So in other words,
I can only think of one thing. A large group of people died right there in that room. A bunch of people were like killed in there? Stop, seriously, I'm gonna throw up! Perhaps that's what was meant by the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Huh? You're thinking the same thing then. My theory is, the mass murder that took place in the room was the incident that's said to have happened 1 year ago. That awful scene in that room. That was the tragedy that happened a year ago?
in other words,
Precisely. The tragedy is another name for the genocide of the student body of Hope's Peak Academy. If that's true,
it's all clear.
that would explain why Hope's Peak was forced to close its doors. I mean, I guess that all makes sense, but it's all just so awful. Not just awful, super awfully awful! They're right, it's beyond awful. It's terrible, tragic, hopeless. But still, how is it not one of us ever heard about something happening like that? Does that mean they ever really did cover it up? Okay.
Yeah.
I checked all the windows on the 5th floor, front and back. That's kind of like, that used to kind of be Sakura's job, but anyway, no dice. There were metal plates on all the windows, just like everywhere else before.
Correct.
Which means no chance of escape on the 5th floor either.
So,
But when I was looking around, I realized there was something about the layout of the school.
What is it? What exactly do you notice about the layout of the school?
Just a second.
You took a good look around the 5th floor yourself, didn't you, Makoto? Huh? Why do you ask?
Hold on.
Because if you did, you must have noticed the 5th floor is lacking something every other floor has. Something on every other floor, but not the 5th floor. Are you talking about stairs? There aren't any stairs leading up from the 5th floor. That's what you're talking about, right? Does that mean the 5th floor is the end?
Correct.
We finally started to get a clear picture of the school. What's left now is to solve the underlying mystery. That's the hardest part.
Even if it's hard, we still gotta do it.
Yeah, sure, that's my penis, but yeah. Yeah, Hina's right. Everything will be okay as long as we work together. I'm sure we'll make it out of this. No, not I'm sure. We absolutely will make it out of this, no matter what it takes. Well, there's a big garden up on the 5th floor, and I found more than one thing to be worried about. The stupid large plant, a chicken coop, and I don't know what you're gonna say, but a tool shed. Monokuma said that was a Monokuma flower. Even touching it seems dangerous, so we might have to be careful. So the man-eating plant, I'm pretty sure it's different kind from the ones that live in the pipe, though. Anyway, I think must benefit from the sprinkler system as much as anything else in there. Oh yeah, apparently sprinklers come on every morning at 7:30 on the dot. Yeah, remember that. Yeah, remember that. You don't want to get drenched and catch cold.
Well, you don't have to worry. They say idiots never catch cold, you know.
Of course not, because idiots never get wet. I think you're thinking of ducks.
I'm sorry to worry about you, hero. Can you tell me what 10 plus 10 is?
Hey, come on. You don't always have to call me dumb. I may have been held back 3 times, but that doesn't make me stupid. But if it'll make you happy, I'll answer your dumb question. So, what was the question again?
Don't worry, you just answered it.
Okay. I'll speak to you. Hey, Baiku, it seems that Toko wants to say something. So, why are you telling me? Well, because you told her to zip it or whatever. Ah, I've forgotten about that. Jesus, man. I know you like torturing her, but come on. Well, Toko, if you want to envelop us in your putrid breath, I won't stop you.
You order me, master.
And don't worry, I took care of the Yoda problem. Seriously, you're just gonna take it? Shut up. And don't interrupt my master, Mia speaking.
Okay, so what do you want to tell us?
Well, I was in the classroom on the 5th floor and something caught my attention. It was this. A knife?
Well, that thing's huge. It's like Rambo size.
It's a survival knife of some type. But what was it doing in a classroom? How would I know? What are you going to use a knife for? What are you planning to do to us? I'm not going to do anything. I just picked it up, but I don't want to leave a knife just laying around. I'd rather have it laying around in the hands of a serial killer. So compared to her, I'm nothing like her.
Listen, more important. Now we have the knife, what are we going to do with it?
I can't let Togo keep it, that's for sure. Right? We don't know what she might do. I don't want it anyway, it's too dangerous. So what to do? Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Help me? Oh yeah, I totally trust Makoto to take care of it.
And that's that.
Hold on, don't I get a say? It just shows how much they trust you. You should do as they ask. Are you sure it's trust? I feel more like they're using me. Okay, so here you go, Makoto. They're acting like I already said yes. Fine. I guess there's nothing I can do. I'll just keep it in my desk drawer for now. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hey, Toko. Do I still have bad breath? Sorry. I'm sorry it stings. I'm sorry it stings. You made a valuable discovery. Good job.
Huh? Did Mouse just praise me? Hey, good for you! I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming. That would never experience such a dream. It feels strange. So strange. Really strange. Oh no.
Oh god. Whenever I look at Toko these days, it makes me feel sad. Okay. Last one. My concern is with the biolab. That was the only place on the 5th floor we couldn't access.
The biolab, huh? I wonder what was in there.
If this were like a cliche horror game, it would be some kind of creature, the final boss or tyrant, or...
We're not in a horror game though.
Either way, we don't need to worry about it at this moment. Don't bother thinking about something that can't be understood no matter how much you want to think about it. Oh, hiccups. Your tiny brains can only do so much, so focus on utilising them efficiently.
I don't really like how you said it, but what you said was probably right.
No, how I said it was right too. Okay. So, I'm going to end the episode here. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like in the section below. If you want to see more of this, and do subscribe to the channel, as I upload every day. So thank you all for watching, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.